USA Field Hockey.
From Spooky Nook Sports Complex in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, it's the finale of a three-match test series featuring the U.S. women's national team against Belgium. With former U.S. national team outdoor defender and current national team indoor player Allie McAvoy-Campbell, I'm Dave Leno. Thanks so much for joining us tonight inside the Dome. Conclusion of our national anthem. Well, Tuesday night, Team USA even up the series thanks to 2 goals by Danielle Grega and the game-winning tally, the 58th minute by Captain Kat Sharkey. Tonight, Allie, the United States will look to take the series inside the Dome here at Spooky Nook.
Yeah, and they're looking to finish out the series really strong. They've had 2 strong showings, one coming out with a win, so I think they're going to take tonight, keep growing, keep learning, score often and early, and just finish out the series on a high note.
What adjustments do players need to make competing in the Dome versus the outdoor pitch?
So the Dome's a little bouncier, so they're going to have to adjust the way they receive the ball, be a little more patient maybe when they're about to receive the ball to get up the field. They also have to think about spreading the field early, so thinking about doing the work often and early to be in the best position they can be.
So there's Team Belgium sporting the road red uniforms, and Belgium, in fact, took the first match of this test series 2-0 on Monday. Team USA will be sporting the home blue kits. Now, keep in mind, both these countries have played inside the Dome. On Monday, they played inside here. It was postponed. Give credit to a lot of the fans making the adjustments with their tickets. Originally, this series was slated to be outside, but on Monday, they had to play inside because of inclement weather, heavy rains, and a lot of winds. Tuesday night, they played 1 quarter outside at the nearby outdoor pitch, and then had to come in here and finish that game, in which Team USA won, thanks to that last tally in the 58th minute by right there the captain, Kat Sharkey, who's having a great series so far.
Yeah, she's just unbelievably fit, unbelievably skilled, and she's just a threat to be forced with on the field. She carries the team, and she really shows Belgium what she's got every second.
Elena Soggio in the cage for Belgium. You saw before Jess Dzeko in the cage for the United States. And we're underway in the finale of this 3-match test series between Belgium in red and Team USA in blue. The umpires are Maggie Giddens and Mary Driscoll. The reserve umpire, Susie Sutton. Video umpire, Ayana McLean. Keep an eye up top throughout this match for Belgium. Lemouge, the captain, has been superior up top, along with Peters, who is not starting. Hernairs will actually don the captain in this one. It was Lemouge in the previous matchup. What are you looking for from Team USA from the outset here in match number 3 of the test series?
I think if USA is able to get high early pressure, I saw in game 1 and game 2, they were really able to press just like there, just getting little touches on the ball as Belgium's outletting and trying to work the ball up the field. Eventually, those little touches are going to frustrate them. Just keep them working and keep the front foot mentality on defense.
In the first quarter of Tuesday night's match, Allie, we saw that Team USA pick their moments when to press. The spacing between the lines were very good, but when Yannicka Schotman and the coaching staff said to go after him, you saw the press by Sharkey and Jill Funk and company.
Yeah, it's like a cheese and trap kind of situation, so you're trying to lure them in and picking and choosing when you want to go, and sometimes if you lay back, the offensive team may get a little lax, and that's when you want to choose your moments to go. Sometimes you want to just keep the high pressure on them and just keep forcing pressure down their throat, and picking and choosing is really dangerous because it always keeps the offensive team on their toes. So we'll look forward to seeing USA do that, keep mixing it up.
Here's Sharkey on the restart now. Sharkey walking in, and it was saved by Soggio. Terrific work by her to her right, and the first chance for Team USA to no avail.
Really smart decision there by Kat Sharkey, keeping the ball on her stick rather than taking the ball off and having a nice full swing. When you're close into the circle, thinking about keeping your stick on the ball, it's more deceptive to the goalkeeper, so she has to make kind of a chosen decision rather than reacting to what the ball does.
Sharkey inside the attacking 25. go back to Belgium. Here's another look at the chance by Sharkey.
And here it is again. She just elects to do a push pass. Maybe if she could get a little lift on the ball, it'll just float right over the goalkeeper's diving stick. But well done in the choice of shot on Kat Sharkey's part.
So Frody had that instead of Alongian, and they're going to switch fields here to Van Sickle, closest to the home faithful. Anglebert is on that far side of the pitch as well for Belgium in red. Just getting underway. Thanks so much for joining us. Dave Lowe and Allie McAvoy Campbell on the call. USA against Belgium. And more importantly, this is a look of 2 of the 9 teams competing in the Hockey Pro League that's going to start in January of next year.
Yeah, and this is a really exciting thing for world hockey. Being able to travel to a place and play one game and then leave, that's going to be different. But it's going to be really exciting because it gives the audience, it gives the teams one game to focus on, and that allows their game plans to also vary. So it's going to be really cool how teams maneuver through this new Pro Series.
We'll dive into the Pro League all broadcast long. There's the aerial by Duquesne. And at the 50, here comes Belgium with Bon. It's Jill Bon. One of the big leaders out there for Belgium, led by their head coach, Niels Thiessen. And it's over the stick of Hillard, who's playing a little bit higher than she did in the recent game on Tuesday. Neal in inside the attacking 25. All over that was Julia Young for Team USA. Here's Moyer. There's Greg, who's also having a fantastic series thus far, making her first cap recently. Frody has a step on that for the Americans. Clean transfer here on the near channel to West.
Nice 3D skill there by Taylor to get out of a one-on-one situation. Good passing and patience there by Team USA. Just building the ball up using small unit play, and then Taylor West taking the one-on-one situation to win the foul. Well done.
Here's DeSoy, that free hit for the 23-meter line now for Team USA on the far channel. Towards the baseline was Funk for the Americans. Reimakers is also helping back towards the baseline for Belgium. Now, you mentioned those small combination plays. How clean have they looked to you so far?
They've looked really clean. I think they're allowing themselves to pre-scan early and know where their early exit is, so they're allowing themselves to get the ball and give it right away using a 2-touch rather than 3. So that allows for Belgium to have to stay on their heels, and they have to continue to defend rather than sit back. So it allows a high-paced game with the 2-touch, and I'm excited to see them continue to connect in that matter.
These are 2 teams you're watching ranked within the top 15 of the International Hockey Federation outdoor rankings. USA slated at 12th internationally, while Belgium is 13th. Inside the 50, here's DeSoy for the Americans. And not on the same frequency that time with Jill Funk. He is side in here for Belgium. Congratulations as well throughout this series. Danielle Grega making her first cap. Scored twice in Team USA's 3-2 victory on Tuesday night. Casey Umstead as well out of UConn getting her first cap. And also Kelsey Bing out of Stanford. Well done. Herners has it for Belgium in front of the fans of the far side. And we'll stay here with Team Belgium.
And Dave, you mentioning those players with their first caps. It's such a unique and awesome experience to be able to represent your country. And tonight we have Kelly Bonner, formerly known, but Kelly Marks, who is making her first appearance in the USA jersey. And it's just a really unique experience to be able to represent your country on the highest stage of field hockey. And congratulations to all those athletes who have been able to reach their dreams so far.
Here's West inside the 25 again. A good run diagonally there by her. Ran out of real estate in a 16 coming out here for Belgium. What was that moment like for you when you earned your first cap?
So we were in California. It was my first tour, and it was when Coach Craig Parnham was the coach, and it was just such a cool experience, especially to get it in the United States. We were playing Great Britain. We tied that game, but I remember it being a really well-fought game, and it was just really cool how nervous and excited I was, but my teammates were there to pick me up, and I know that all these girls are always on their teammates' backs, pushing them to have the best first cap game they can have.
Good intercept there by Lucy Breen of Belgium. And we'll get into this, that it's a continual growth for Team USA. Only 4 players on this roster that competed at the Rio Olympic Games. Here's the pressure by Grega. Good possession by Vandermeeren. Now working in the back is that center back is Pauline Leclerc for Belgium, but there's another turnover to Team USA. Desoy had Parker. Numbers forward here for Team USA. Desoy getting in there as well. There's another look with Funk.
Yeah, and here's another look. Jill Funk dribbling with her head up, having constant vision. Young players who are watching, really work on thinking about keeping your eyes up at all times, because then you're able to deliver the ball to your teammate whenever you want, or you're allowed to give yourself a shot on goal whenever you want, because you know where everything is on the field. So think about dribbling with your eyes up, just as Jill did there, and you'll be able to connect often and early with your teammates.
Leclerc. Manley was 1v1 with her. There's the restart by Leclerc. Be a side in for Team USA. We mentioned Desoy, her sister Lizzie is on Missy Mahart's team at Maryland. Your alma mater, Ellie.
Yeah.
My condolences. Fell to North Carolina 2-0 in the NCAA Division I championship game. But nonetheless, congratulations to both UNC and also Maryland on a heck of a season.
Yeah, they had a great season, and it was a great game to watch. I mean, you can't win them all, but you know, there's a lot more winning in Maryland's future, that's for sure. They've got a promising young team, and I look forward to constantly supporting my Turt family forever.
Erin Matson and Ashley Hoffman won that NCAA title. Congratulations. Ashley Hoffman, NCAA championship MVP to be exact. Here's Sharkey inside the 25, marked by Breen. Getting it back on her forehand now. Here's the reverse, and it's stopped by Sojo, robbing Grega. It's a good look on the backhand by Grega.
And here she is, just staying in the play, and it's a really good skill to be able to have, to be able to shoot off your left or your right foot on the backhand. So there she elects to take it off of her right foot so that she's able to get the ball on goal as soon as she can. The goalkeeper's just in the right spot at the right time. Well done her saving the ball, well executed by Danielle.
Sharkey, the highest player up the pitch for Team USA. Hernaers coming into action right at the 50 for Belgium in red, Team USA in blue. If you're just joining us, the finale of this 3-match test series. Transition upfield here for Belgium. Outside the hash marks. Inside the circle, they have Serge Stevens as a target. Towards the baseline, trying to play this cross in. It's Serge Stevens. And it's going to come out here for Team USA.
Nice baseline work there by Belgium, electing to use a little lift just to pop it over the USA defender's stick, but it just doesn't get through due to well done tackling back on the defender of USA's defensive unit, so well done.
Woods playing that forward for Team USA. It's Desoy working the baseline here with Grega. Substitutions taking place meanwhile upfield.
And well done there by Danielle again. She elected to use a little bit of a lift to try to exploit the defender's foot, but it was well defended by the Belgium defender.
It was Matilde Reimakers to stop her quest inside the circle for the United States. Belgium moving forward with Breed and company. Amglabar want to play that in. It was Dzeko who came out. It went wide of the mark, and is 16 coming out.
Yeah, nice combination there. Small unit play like we talked about the USA using it out of the backfield. Belgium just then used it in the front field. Here's another look at it. Finding a 2-on-1 situation with the goalkeeper, and she just pushes it wide. Well done by Jess to cover the cage quickly and get out and create pressure to that attacker. So well done.
She'll strike inside, just missing wide of the cage. Stalemate here inside Spooky Duck Sports Complex. Dave Leno and Allie McAvoy Campbell, our entire crew on the call. Thanks so much for joining us. Under 3 minutes to go in our first quarter here at the Nook. Will be a side in for Belgium in red with Lean Hillaward. Leclerc will change the point of attack. What a Van der Meren. Leclerc is the center back here. Van der Meren inside the 50. Team USA playing two forwards up top here with Funk and also Parker. It's Parker on the pressure for the Americans in blue. And the defenders seem to have a great first step despite that turnover there to Belgium inside the 25. Amglabar taken away by Frody, read it perfectly.
Yeah, the defenders are doing a really good job of anticipating when the ball is going to be delivered to the person they're marking. So they're just taking that extra second to recognize that, and they're stepping right in front of their defender and either getting a touch on the pass so it's not cleanly received, or they're completely intercepting or tackling the ball. So well done. And again, good pressure there. Sorry, got caught up in the play, but good pressure there by the midfielders, creating a double team there to get the ball up to field to Jill here. Let's see what she can do.
Funk looking for Herf now inside the circle. Nobody's home, and it's kicked out there by Sogio. Outside the attacking 25 for Belgium in red. Van Sickle has that, but the call coming up here against Team USA.
Good step up there by Caitlin Van Sickle, a.k.a. Poppy, affectionately known as the team. Making sure she stops the play up the field rather than deeper into their defensive half. So well done of recognizing that.
One of those 4 Rio Olympians. Funk had a beat on that there. Instead, Pauline Leclerc recovers here for Belgium. Under a minute to go in our first period inside the Nook Dome. Parker, the midfield trying to work defensively there. Belgium has a step on that. Frody steps up perfectly there on Amglebert. There's the self-star here by Belongian. Come outside a free hit from the 23-meter line here for Belgium. Under 40 seconds to go.
And right now, USA is very front foot on their defense. They're doing well with whenever somebody receives the ball, somebody's within 5 yards to get defensive pressure. So it's putting Belgium under a lot of pressure here. See, they have to elect here to use a 5-meter runoff instead of just a play directly to the circle. So well done pressing by the US.
Reimakers and Amglebert, closest players to the cage of Dzeko. 10 seconds to play in the first stanza. Parker on the defensive work along with Sharkey. There is Bond, and the tackle, the last-ditch effort for Team USA that will culminate our first period.
I think well done by USA. I think they dominated defensively and then got good fast breaks up the field. I'm interested to see if they change their tactics or keep putting Belgium under this immense pressure.
No score after one. We'll come back for the second stanza between USA and Belgium after this.
Being different isn't tough. Being different makes you tough. And we're all different. So together on the field, we're unstoppable, unbreakable, bonded for life. We are a family, not teammates. Sharing our pain to make it half as painful. Sharing our victories to be twice the joy. From our home fields to the world stage, we are one. Together. USA Field Hockey. This is where we play.
Start of the second period for the Spooky Nook Sports Complex. Dave Leno and Allie McAvoy Campbell on the call. It's Belgium against Team USA, the finale of a 3-match test series. the home of hockey here in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. And so far, Ellie, you've been impressed with the defensive play from the Americans.
Yeah, they're really putting Belgium under pressure. As soon as they receive the ball, they're getting defended really closely, and they're having to make decisions early. So on Belgium's side, they're going to have to know their exit a little earlier, but on USA's side, it wouldn't change a thing.
2 of the 9 countries in the Pro League that will go from January to June 2019. Team USA begins the Pro League February 2nd in Argentina against Las Leonas. Then USA will host number 1 Netherlands. That's on February 16th at Wake Forest University. And then 7 matches will take place right here in Lancaster. And a lot of hockey fans all around the world are looking forward to that competition. And there's a lot at stake in the Pro League as far as Olympic qualification goes.
Yeah, you get to play one game in one country at a time, and I think that's there. It's one and done. You got to get the job done when you need to, and it's really going to help with the hockey in the world because it's at the highest level. You have the top 9 teams in the world, and it's going to allow for more airtime too. It's going to allow for people around the world to get to know the sport even more because it's going to be advertised, it's going to be shown on TV, and that's a really unique thing for the sport, and I'm really excited to see it flourish.
9 women's and 9 men's team competing 152 matches spanning 6 months. Essentially, each team will play 8 home and 8 away matches. The top 4 teams will then compete to determine the winner of the grand final in June 2019. The final will be in Holland, that is for sure. But as it relates to Team USA, you're watching here in the blue uniforms. If Team USA doesn't win the 2019 Pan American Games in Lima, Peru, they will have an opportunity through Olympic qualification. And if you finish in the top 4, Allie, that will give you an opportunity to host a 2-game series with aggregate score to try to get that Olympic qualification for the 2020 games in Tokyo.
Yeah, and obviously you always want to win the first time you can to qualify because then it kind of gives you a little bit of ease and you can continue to work on your plan for the Olympic cycle. But with the extra opportunity in case things maybe don't work out the way that the USA plans in the Pan Am Games, they're able to have a second chance to qualify for the world's highest competition for field hockey. So that's exciting that in a way you get a second chance, but then it also, you know, oh, here's a turnover here.
Limoges had it there. Instead, it's Sarah Stevens who whiffed on it at a 16 coming out.
Sorry,
for Team
folks.
USA.
That was a little bit of a turnover there. I got a little nervous, but back to the Pro League. But I think it's really exciting. It's a really cool thing for the sport, and I'm really looking forward to see how it all plays out. The one game in a one country, Dave, is really unique, and I'm really excited to see how that goes.
Yeah, it's so different from what we've seen calling all these test series over the years. So much will be at stake throughout those matchups. Really excited beginning next year. Here's DeSoy. Switching fields over to Herf inside the attacking 25 for the Americans. We'll spot DeSoy again. Good marking here, 1v1 by Belgium. As that opts to go back to Frody. We'll come out here for a 16 for Belgium. How has Belgium looked? We've talked about the United States. They were really big in match number 1 on their counterattacks, but so far Team USA keeping Belgium at bay.
Yeah, and I think Belgium's just trying to figure out and feel out how the USA is going to press. And you mentioned the kind of different pressing that the USA's done, and I think that's putting a little bit of hesitation in the Belgians' mind. So I think they're just trying to feel out the US and see what they're giving and what they're not, and trying to work it into the circle of speed like they are right now.
Yeah, Peters was looking for Balongian, but she couldn't redirect that in. It was a good cross by Peters, just coming in. She didn't start. Here's another look at it.
Yeah, and another baseline play, but this time she elects to throw the ball across the penalty stroke mark, and it just is out of the reach of Jess Jecko. So if the post player would have been able to finish that, I think we would have saw a 1-0 lead for Belgium. But leading up to that play, Dave, we talked about what Belgium needs to do to be able to start, you know, making a little bit more of an impact on the U.S. offensively.
Here's Sharkey. Sharkey on her backhand, and it's robbed by Soggio.
Wow.
Another opportunity. Grega along the baseline, trying to fight off Reimakers inside towards that back post. It's going to come out here for Belgium.
Nice flurry there for the United States. I've defended that backhand many of times, and let me tell you something, it's a rocket, and well done, and props to the goalkeeper for being able to see that ball and getting her mitts on that, because that thing is coming, and it's coming quick.
Sergio played well in match 1 of this test series on Monday night when it was moved inside the dome. Picard was in the cage on Tuesday night in a 3-2 loss for Belgium. Sharkey again, marked by 2 this time, and a good find upfield. It's Van Sickle outside the circle, playing it towards the baseline. DeSoy tried to play that in our first penalty corner of the evening.
Good build up there by the United States, doing what Belgium just did up their right sideline. They did it to Belgium up their left sideline. Just little small unit plays, getting it and giving it when the defender decides to step and just passing that ball in behind. So here, Anna's trying to get it to Poppy, but she elects to hit the foot and wins her team an attack penalty corner. Let's see what the U.S. has brewed up here.
Yannicka Schotman told us prior to this series that Team USA has been working on the corner variation, whether to play direct or go to maybe an L2 and R2 runner towards the post. It'll be Van Sickle to insert, Manley perhaps to trap here for Team USA. To the top of the battery it goes to Sharkey on the direct hit. And the redirection is just wide. A 16 coming out here for Belgium.
And here's another look at it here. A well-executed hit on goal by Kat Sharkey and a good follow-up by our attacker in there. I believe it was Poppy Van Sickle trying to rebound that back on the goal. So well tried there by the United States, just coming up a little short.
And we'll have to see how it progresses throughout this one, because Yannicka Schotman also commented to us about working on the corner defense. She said that it was a little bit of a letdown at the recent World Cup, where Team USA placed 14th, Belgium placed 10th. So they're continuing to work on that moving forward as they close the 2018 calendar.
Yeah, and defensive penalty corner units, they're the toughest ones out there. You do your job and you do it well. It's all about an attitude, and Yannicka knows how to develop that with her team, and she's done a really good job so far, and I look forward to seeing them continue to grow and continue to develop that attitude that they already have, but just seeing it a little sharper and a little more consistent.
Hilloward is in the back. There's a look at Yannicka Schotman. Took over as head coach in January 2017 after serving under assistant under Craig Parnham. Won the 06 World Cup as a player with Holland, also former captain, and a silver at the 04 Olympics. Done a remarkable job in trying to continue to build this roster here for Team USA. You're watching in blue. Again, Belgium in red if you're just joining us. No score here in our second period. Up ahead here for Belgium, it's Leclerc. We're at the top of the 25 now to Lemouge. Lemouge played that in, but was kicked aside by Dzeko. The Longian at the last touch for Belgium. She's wearing number 30 in red right there. She's been a prime target towards that stroke area and also inside, closest to the cage.
Yeah, she's an aggressive striker. She, as you can see, she's on the floor. She's given everything she's got to get that ball in the cage, and that's a huge threat for Belgium in the circle. Here's another look at it here. A nice flat ball into the circle, and you see how she's just sacrificing herself for her team to get that ball on goal. Just comes up a little short, but USA just needs to remember to keep their eye on her, knowing that she'll do anything she can to get the ball on goal.
Belongian, part of the young Red Panthers out of Royal Leopold Club in Belgium as well. It's their developmental team. The men's side for Belgium starting actually today in the Men's Hockey World Cup in India, and they're a team that won a silver medal at the Rio Olympics. So the Belgian women, from what we were told from the Belgium staff, is that they're just trying to follow the lead by the men's side. They've been so successful internationally, but from what we've heard, that this Belgian women's side is not too far off. They are a team that's on the rise. So this is a good test for Team USA.
Yeah, the Belgian women are really super skilled. They've got really tight, crafty one-on-one skills in the circle, in their outletting. They're really good, strong technical players. So they're really developed, and I think it's a really good test to be able to play against players in a test series like this so that you're able to play against some of the best technical players in the world, and that's what you're seeing here tonight.
There's Belgium now in transition. West on the defensive work. Baughan on the far channel here, surveying her options. Umstead marking her. Van Sickle helping out as well. Elongian still inside the circle for Belgium, inside their attacking 25. Amglebert also up top for Belgium. Dzeko has a great read on that. Baughan has it on the backhand, and it just goes wide by Pauline Leclerc.
Interesting build up there. An election to sweep the ball off of a one-time, which is a really hard skill to develop, but really well executed by the Belgian number 25 player.
Leclerc again. Just had that opportunity for Belgium. And a tough forehand there by Baughan, but Team USA's Woods was right over that along with Herf.
And I love a good backhand shot, and Jill Baughan, she did a really good job executing that. Julia Young did a really good job of defending it, though, and that's what you're going to get in this game. Really good defending, really good attacking on both sides of the ball.
And you knew this, and I got to give you credit. Her brother's on the Belgium side of the men's team.
I do, and he's a really big threat on the Belgian team, and I'm just a lover of hockey, and I love watching all countries play, and he's a really exciting player to watch for the Belgian side.
Yep, that's Tom. This Belgian women's side led by Niels Thijssen. They're without their captain, Anouk Race, and also De Hoog, who's their #1 goalkeeper. But it's an opportunity, like you're seeing on the American side as well, getting some young players into the mix, getting their first or second caps. So it's an opportunity to continue the training process before the Pro League and all those international competitions for the United States, the Pan American Games and Olympic qualification upcoming next year.
Yeah, and you can practice, but there's nothing like a game, and this is a super valuable experience for both teams to be able to fine-tune some things before heading into the Pro League.
It was dangerous there by Belgium. Here's Grega with some real estate. He's trying to put that over the stick of Lucy Breen. We'll stay with Team USA on the side in here. Moyer up ahead to Grega. Has a lot of speed out there towards the baseline. Funk gave it a run, and a 16 coming out here for Belgium. Now, we make so much of the speed by Funk, and you're going to see it here with Grega and Sharkey, but in particular, what have you made of Danielle Grega out of Old Dominion? And just getting her first caps in this series, what have been your early impressions?
I don't think it looks like she's gotten her first cap. I think she's done really well. She's just come out with nothing to lose, and she doesn't look nervous, and she looks like a seasoned player out there. Has really good, tight one-on-one skills, as you saw there in that replay, and she's really putting the Belgians under pressure, and she's just having to go at it, and it's really encouraging to see as a young player in that aspect.
Frody working in the back there with Umstead, and of Green Lane, Pennsylvania, and out of UConn. Won a national title in 2017 with the Huskies. Side in here for Team USA in blue. It's going to come out here for Belgium. So we pointed this out at the top of the broadcast. It's Grega, Umstead, and Bing getting their first caps. There's a look at Grega you just saw out of Kingston, Pennsylvania. Wyoming Valley West High School as well. And many of these players that come through the pipeline, as you well know, whether it's from the 19 to the 21 team and the developmental squad, that's huge for Team USA trying to make the senior national team. It's a testament to all the hours of hard work these players are not only putting out on the pitch, but also in the gym.
Yeah, and it shows the coaching styles that are helping them to get to this point, and the consistency through the pipeline of how the U.S. team wants to play, and these girls already knowing kind of what to do when they get in these situations, and keeping that consistency through the coaches all throughout the United States to prepare these players to be at the highest level they can and dream to be is really cool to see.
Free hit for the 23-meter line here for Nielen of Belgium in the red kits. Leclerc. Let's strike. We'll stay here with Belgium in a hit outside the circle upcoming by Tiffaine Duquesne. On the restart there, Parker stepped in her way. Another free hit for the 23-meter line. It's strike now has it. 45 seconds to go in the second period. The defensive work by Manley and company. Parker was helping her as well. We'll stay with Belgium.
And we've been talking about the players who get their first caps and they're getting their first experience with the United States. And there it showed a picture of number 12, Amanda Magadan, who is celebrating her 50th cap today, which is a huge accomplishment. So well done and congratulations to Amanda for this special day.
Looks like we're going to get a video referral here. Perhaps maybe the Belgium contending that it hit a foot of Team USA. We'll get clarification on that in just a moment. Giddens and Driscoll, the umpires, the reserve. Susie Sutton, Anna McLean is the video umpire. So as this video referral is going on right now, since the Four Nations tournament in Osaka, Japan, Team USA has been going through some training periods. After this series against Belgium, developmental players will come in. They'll also work with the under-21 team, a bigger group at training all around. This is exactly what the umpires are taking a look at. Do you see a foot there, Alan?
Well, the ball got into the circle and there was a little bit of a feisty moment there. Not sure if it hit the foot, maybe outside the circle it did, but I'm not so sure if it hit the foot inside. So here's another look at it here.
So Belgium contending that it hit Magadan, and that's what maybe Nealon raising her hand?
Yeah, I think they're thinking it maybe hit her foot, but I think Amanda was able to get it out of her feet soon enough before her first touch went into her feet, so I think we're going to have a keep as it is.
So again, as far as that training, as we're awaiting the call here on the video referral, it's all about those preparations for the Pro League and Pan Am Games and Olympic qualification should the U.S. not win gold in the Pan Ams in 2019. Keep in mind, Team USA qualified for the Rio Olympics by winning the 2015 Pan Am Games. And we were taking a look at that roster prior to the broadcast tonight. Kind of astonishing. 14 of the 16 players on that Pan American team are no longer on the team. The only two that are left, that are current on the roster, you have Jill Funk, formerly Jill Whitmer, and also Alyssa Manley. Continual growth here for Team USA and a new roster.
Yeah, continual growth, but they also have the seasoned vets here that are able to bring up the young girls and allow them to kind of step right in seamlessly, and they're super welcoming, super ready to adapt to the new players, and they're just eager to get better and keep learning.
Nernaires. Call, by the way, stood as just a free hit for the 23. No foot called. It's Grega in the tail end of our second stanza. Yep, the call did stand. It's good work by all the umpires on the communication there. Magadan inside the circle for Team USA towards the baseline. And that will do it for our first half of play.
A good first half of hockey, I'd say. We're level at 0-0. There's been opportunities on both sides, both circles, and I'm excited to see how the second half plays out to see who's going to come on top in this third game.
And in the second period, we did see our first penalty quarter. Sharkey had a chance, but it was stopped by Elena Socio. After one half of play at the Spooky Sports Complex, we're scoreless between USA and Belgium as we reach halftime at the Nook.
Being different isn't tough. Being different makes you tough. And we're all different. So together on the field, we're unstoppable, unbreakable, bonded for life. We are a family, not teammates. Sharing our pain to make it half as painful. Sharing our victories to be twice the joy. From our home fields to the world stage, we are one. Together. USA Field Hockey. This is where we play.
Dave Leno and Ali McAvoy. Campbell halftime at the Nook Complex. Belgium taking on USA. Both countries making the adjustments. As we're nearing the start of half number 2, what was your assessment of the first 30 minutes of play?
I think it was an exciting half of hockey. I think defensively USA did a really good job of pressuring the ball all over the pitch. I think attacking-wise, I think Belgium did a really good job of combining up the sides using small unit play. But I think USA is really dangerous on their counterattack because of the speed and the skill of their forward and midfielder players. So I think it'll be really exciting to see how the team is fine-tuned, like you said, and ready for a second half of hockey.
In particular for Team USA, Grega and Sharkey had a few opportunities, and as we peruse the first half highlights between the two countries, Sogio, the goalkeeper for Belgium, was tested.
She really was. She was throwing a couple different kinds of shots that she had to react to because they were coming hot. But she did a really good job of doing her first job, which is saving the ball. So well done to her, and hopefully both teams keep shooting, predominantly the USA, and I'm excited to see if there's any more goals or if there are any goals in the second half.
we've commented on the stellar play defensively by Kat Sharkey, and you see Alyssa Manley's team right there for Team USA in their huddle right now. But how do they continue to mark Belongian? She's been up top for Belgium. It seems like Peters, when she comes in, is also playing right down the middle of the pitch, but yet Bone out wide. But Belongian in particular, Ellie, is getting right inside the stroke area.
Yeah, she does a really good job of getting what I call the blind spot of the defenders. So she's starting in front of the defenders, and then she's popping in behind so that they're having to turn their heads a lot. So she's doing a really good job of getting them to have to turn their heads, and as soon as they turn their heads, she pops in and gets touches or dives in for an attempt on goal. So I think for the USA, just continuing to keep her in front of them so that they don't lose sight of her, and they'll be all set.
What have you made of the transition play by Team USA throughout the first half?
I think side-to-side transition-wise, they're doing well. They're holding onto the ball patiently, and they're trying to find the open post-ups upfield. I think transition-wise on the counter-attack portion of it, I think they're doing well. They're attacking the angles hard at goal with speed and with skill, and they have players running up behind them too to be able to support the play. So looking forward to how they continue to build on that second half.
In the midst of halftime here, when we return, we'll start the second half of the Nook Complex. USA taking on Belgium.
Being different isn't tough. Being different makes you tough. And we're all different. So together on the field, we're unstoppable, unbreakable, bonded for life. We are a family, not teammates. Sharing our pain to make it half as painful. Sharing our victories to be twice the joy. From our home fields to the world stage, we are one. Together. USA Field Hockey. This is where we play.
Start of the second half from the Spooky Nook Sports Complex in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, alongside Allie McAvoy Campbell and our entire crew. Dave Leno on hand. Thanks so much for joining us. It's USA against Belgium, the finale of a 3-match test series. Again, Team USA did lose the first one on Monday, 2-0, but responded well, winning 3-2 on Tuesday. And let's see who will get on the board first as we begin the second half inside the Nook Dome. Fantastic job by all the men and women on our crew and also here in Lancaster, getting play set amid the cold conditions outside in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Our second half is underway. Duquesne was right on that there for Belgium. Up high there is Sharkey for Team USA on the press, trying to create a turnover there. Stepping up was Vandermeeren for Team Belgium.
Nice energy here starting out the second half with the press here with Lauren Moyer, Kat Sharkey, and Jill Funk really just going after it, not giving the Belgium defenders any time to really even get the ball even off their stick. They're hungry for the ball. Good to see.
And Sharkey playing a high line right now. It was Breen there for Belgium and the Red Panthers right at the 50. Herf trying to regain control over Sophie Lemouche.
And there's that relentless pressure again by Alyssa Manley and Laura Herf. Really good double teaming there and forcing the Belgian player to go back and around.
Herners towards the circle. It's Herners on the forehand, and it's high over the crossbar in the cage. Keep in mind, it's now Kelsey Bing.
What a rocket that shot was. Wow. Really well done, executed skill. Let's have another look at it here. A nice, what we call a chip shot or an elevated shot on goal. But Kelsey Bing's got the ups, as people would say, and she was there to cover it.
Bing out of Stanford, capped for the first time on Tuesday in the 3-2 win. Great first half as well. We should mention by Jess Jecko tonight, co-goalkeeper of the year in the America East Conference for Bing. And coming from that developmental squad as well now with the senior team. Well done for Bing. Inside the 50, it's Reimikers. Playing a little bit more centrally tonight than we saw on Tuesday when she was out on the flanks. Hilleward was right at the 25.
Yeah, and I think they made that positional change because she's really good at pre-scanning, really good at delivering good, strong passes to her teammates to be able to attack up the field. So I think they needed her calmness and her possession abilities in the center to be able to get good build-up plays for Belgium.
Balongian also playing a little bit deeper, helping back as well. We see a lot of two-way playing from both sides, and as we've documented throughout tonight and also in recent test series, the work rate is very high for the Americans. You're going to ask a lot of these forwards in a high-pressing line to come back and help out the defenders.
Yeah, and they also are on time-set rotation, so they're able to give it their all in a certain amount of time, and they know that during that time, it's their job to do the best that they can to get pressure on the ball. There's another backhanded shot and well saved by Kelsey Bing.
That was Bone coming inside for Belgium. Will be a free hit from the 23-meter line there by Strike. Funk, the highest player up here for Team USA, and watch her fly. Trying to get past two players from Belgium. It was Duquesne in particular was there. It's Herf inside. Herf tried to play that for the redirection is stopped by Soljo as Manley was robbed. Alyssa Parker, I beg your pardon, was inside the circle for Team USA. Couldn't get that one past Sogio. And it's Woods right at the 50.
And you mentioned number 30 on Belgium, her ability to get in behind and get on the ground. And I don't want to butcher her name, so I'm not going to say her last name. But Alyssa Parker taking that into consideration in the second half, getting down and dirty to try to score that goal. And she does a well job of putting that one time on goal and making the keeper make the save.
Yeah, nice work by Parker to get behind that back line there. Vandermeeren is commanding the back along with Hilleward for Belgium. And there's Parker out of Woodbine, Maryland, and the University of Maryland joined the national team in 2016. Moyer, meanwhile, inside the hash marks on her backhand, tried to play that in. Could be a little dangerous there, according to the umpires, and it's going to come out here for Belgium. So far we've seen from the outset of half number 2 a higher line on the press by Team USA, orchestrated by the 3 forwards you documented.
Yeah, and there they have it again. They just have to be careful to not get all 3 flat. So then that's what happened just there, and the ball was able to slide in behind them. So their ability to continue to keep levels to their pressure, they're going to be just fine, just like they started with the first 2 minutes of this quarter.
Unbon and Sir Stevens inside the circle for Belgium should they play one into the area. Vandermeer, meanwhile. Hillewald. Grega stepping up there and impeding her progress. Belongian. Also, you see her playing a little bit of a right back position now, Allie, a little bit deeper. Remember, we commented during half that she was right towards the goal mouth. Here Nares. Had a good opportunity in half number one for Belgium. And terrific defensive effort by Team USA.
But that means she's a super versatile, valuable player to this team. She's able to play any position she's asked of, and that's a really great quality to have with someone who can just assume any role at any time. And it's actually really dangerous too. Now you see her, she's back up in the forward line as the center forward pressing Ali Frody here.
Look at the stick of Manley, but it winds up in West. Numbers here for the Americans. Grega with an opportunity right at the doorstep. Across to the back post. It's Parker. It's in. Team USA strikes first.
Really good team, unselfish hockey there in front of the goal cage. Can't wait to get another look at this. And here it is, a nice election of a backhand by Danielle Grega. Super cool and calm right in front of the goal. And well executed back foot shot by Alyssa Parker. She just puts it into the back space, punches it on goal as the goalkeeper's already down. 1-0 USA.
Grega gets credit for the assist. Parker the goal. The 9:08 mark in the third quarter. Team USA up here on Belgium. See how Red Panthers respond with Hernandez along the near flank. Past Parker, the goal scorer. Trying to play that in over Umstead. It's kicked out by Bing. Another chance for a strike. And stepping up there nicely, it was Magadan for Team USA. That might have saved a goal there. It will be a penalty corner for Belgium, but I think USA will dodge out of it.
Yeah, and you know what? In defense, if you think the goalkeeper is unable to get it, it's always best to give him a second opportunity. You know, you don't want to just give up and let that ball go in, so you're doing anything you can, as Amanda did, to stop that ball from getting in the goal. And she was able to make a block on the goal, and I think it hit her body, or her stick, then her body, so that, yep, just deflects into there and results in a penalty corner. But good, brave defense, and well done to give our goalkeeper a second chance to make a save instead of a 1-1 game here.
So the first penalty corner, Bing. Let's see how she handles this. Vandermeer into insert to the top of the battery. There's the flick. It stopped towards the near post. Again, the second opportunity is in for Belgium. We are leveled at 1 apiece.
So Belgium elected for a drag flick there, and we'll get another look at it. But a drag flick is basically a nice, long, strong shot on goal without a backswing. So you're able to actually push the ball up in the air, but she elects to go low on the ground towards her right post. And the rebound, it's initially well saved, but the rebound just ends up right on a Belgium stick, and she's able to convert to a 1-1 game.
It's one of the younger players, Alexia Sir Stevens, putting that past Bing to tie this one up here at the Nook.
So
what do you make of the defensive effort here on the post?
Yeah, so it hits, I actually thought it initially hit Kelsey Bing, but it looks like it hits the post there. So just an unfortunate turn there, but the defenders did good of boxing out and being aware of where the ball was, and we're at a 1-1 game, so we'll see who, again, gets back on top.
So it's Parker for Team USA and Sir Stevens for Belgium, the goal scorers. You're in a very busy third quarter inside the Nook Dome.
And you always say when you score a goal, your most vulnerable time is 2 to 3 minutes after you score a goal. So that's when you really have to pay extra attention to the details of your game plan to make sure that you're not able to expose any weaknesses or allow the team to get any opportunities in there. I wouldn't say it was a let up. I say that there was, you know, good play by Belgium to get the ball in the circle to convert to a penalty corner and then convert to a goal. So we'll see how both teams now react after having a 1-1 even matched game again.
Good tackle there by Umstead on Hernandez. They're keeping it inside the 25 there was Hillaward. Leclerc marked by 2. Come out here for Team USA with 7:20 to go in the third quarter. Dave Leno, Ellie McAvoy Campbell, our entire crew on hand in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Let's look at Moyer, who's having a fantastic game tonight. Manley right at the 50, but it was tackled by Lemouche.
And as I suspected, sorry Dave, but as I suspected, Belgium's really picked up their pressing and they're starting to really take a note out of the USA's book, and they're really getting their sticks in there for early constant pressure. And I think now the USA is going to have to kind of flip the switch and make sure they know what they're going to do early with the ball as well.
A tackle there by Manley. Moyer lost possession of it. Bouvier will opt for Duquesne. Switching it all the way in the back to Breen. Funk there in the chase along with Grega along the home faithful watching. And to the middle of the park, back to Emma Bouvier. Part of that World Cup roster where Belgium finished 10th. Belongian is also up high as well for Belgium. It's good dribbling by her, and another penalty corner upcoming for Belgium. This will be the country's third.
Penalty corner, Belgium.
Exceptional skill here by the Belgian attacker, and there she is back on the forward line, Dave. She was playing right back, and now she's attacker again and creating offensive penalty corners for the Belgian team.
See how Bing and company and the Flyers will handle this. You see Manley grabbing a mask along with Julia Young. Magadan also in there as well. So what are the Flyers doing in this situation here? And are they reading the setup of the battery in any way?
So normally you have a little bit of a conversation with their goalkeeper.
And to the top of the battery it goes again. There's the mistrap. Belgium trying to recover here, and it's stopped in front of the cage.
So like I was saying, they have a conversation with the goalkeeper, thinking about what kind of positional, whether you want to run a 2-2, a 2-2 low, 2-2 box, if you want to run a 3-2, 3-1, whatever you want to do, get creative. But normally the Flyers just trying to get out to where the ball initially goes as quickly as possible, and if the ball hits you, that means you're in the right line. Ultimately, they want to intercept the ball, but it allows for them to make a stop on the play rather than getting a clean shot on goal. And again, like I said, keeping your goalkeeper alive and allowing her to make a save rather than providing an easy shot for the opponent.
And Sir Stevens, one of the players that was up top for Belgium, and here she is right on cue. Parker on her back heel. Transfers it over to Leclerc. Belongia outside the hash marks here for Belgium, and the Red Panthers. It's going to come out here for Team USA.
And she elected to try to do that 3D skill again, but that time it was just a little too high. So younger players who are working on their 3D skill, or any player, just make sure you're thinking about keeping it below the knee. Normally when it comes above the knee like this, about thigh height, that's a little too high and considered dangerous. So making sure you keep that ball low and controlled.
Yeah, it seemed like Manley and company weren't going to be fooled a second time.
No, I don't think so. I think they learned from the first time, and they made a great defensive play on the ball that time.
There's Lemouche circling around. Try to get inside the 25, but space nonetheless for Sir Stevens, and Belgium coming in. Sir Stevens still has possession. Tackled there, and will come out for Team USA. So a good recovery on the second and third defender by the Americans, each helping each other out. Sir Stevens, though, has been getting involved throughout this one. She did at the game-tying goal. Opposite side of the pitch now. Funk running out of room in a 16, outcoming for Belgium.
Good idea there by the USA to kind of almost ice the ball. Just they've been under a little bit of pressure these past few minutes, so just getting the ball up the field to get their opportunity to use their strength, which this game is their pressing ability, is a good call by the backfield players to just crush the ball up the field and get us back on the front foot.
Here's Strike on her backhand. Didn't get all of that. Was perhaps looking for redirection, but Bing was there instead for the Americans. Here's Woods inside her defensive 25 for the United States. Again, Belgium in red, Team USA in blue inside the Nook Dome in Lancaster. Duquesne along that far channel for Belgium. And by Niels Thiessen. Be a side in here for Duquesne. Murph working well on that far channel along with Woods. Sharkey.
Great skill, Kat. Really well done there by using a stick on ball kind of pull action rather than taking your stick
and
off
the backhand
the
in by Alix Herners. There's the go-again goal for Belgium. Herners makes it 2-1. Red Panthers have the lead.
And that's just a really good shot there. I mean, like I said, being able to execute a backhand shot off your right or left foot is a really good skill, and she did that on the move, so it was hard to read for Kelsey Bing when she was going to actually take a swing at, or release the ball, excuse me, and she puts it right in what Craig Parnham used to call the Skittle spot. So right inside the inside post, far post, that's like a perfect shot, and she executes it well, and we've got a 2-1 game here for Belgium.
Bing comes in to start the second half, but 2 goals allowed, 1 on a penalty corner, which was a broken down play. And then Sir Stevens knocked home, but Herners on the back end, well executed, and comes up with the intercept there. Belongian, Belgium, keeping the pedal down here. Belongian still in possession over the stick of Maggot, and out comes Bing. Be a free hit for the 23-meter line. Van Sickle topples over the pads there. Bing, but she's all right.
Good goalkeeping there by Kelsey Bing, being super aggressive and trying to be the enforcer there and keeping the Belgium attacker under control.
Otherwise tried to play that cross in. Herf was there. Here's another look.
Again, good use of 3D skills, and again, she's on the ground, giving it everything she got to get that ball on goal. Well done by Kelsey Bing for being a wall there and just coming out and defending her goal. Doing what she needs to do.
And we got to give credit. That was a heck of a backhand, though, executed by Alix Herners. It seemed like Bing covered that back post, but that was one heck of a shot by Herners to get that go-ahead goal.
Yeah, it was really just in the perfect position where a goal can be scored, and it's just out of the big toe reach of the goalkeeper. And well done by the Belgian player. I mean, unfortunate for Kelsey, but she'll get right back into it. She won't think twice about it. She'll get the next save and already has made a next save, so she'll be just fine.
Sharkey trying to get a foot. She will. Penalty corner number 2 for Team USA.
Penalty corner, Team USA.
Right at the tail end with 1:12 remaining in the third quarter. USA 0 for 1. Here's a look at why we get another one.
Here's another look. She just clears the space with her body and just throws it into the defender's foot. She had the defender's vision blocked with her body and then just quickly moved her hips out of the way and just dumped it, and the defender was left like a sitting duck, and that's why we have a corner here. Let's see what the USA has this time for their second corner of the game.
See Sharkey and Manley at the top of the battery. Van Sickle to insert on the side. You have West. There it goes again to Sharkey, trying to play that forehand and was looking for the redirection for Van Sickle to no avail, and cleared out by Belgium. It's Herners, the go-ahead goal scorer.
Yeah, and that looked like a definite back to the inserter, as we would call it. A created play of giving a nice hard hit to the back post for Poppy. She was down and ready. It was just right in the reach of the right trail of the defensive penalty corner unit for Belgium, so that's why she was able to intercept.
Yeah, green card was given meanwhile to Belongia, and she's out for 2. Along with Taylor West as well. So both teams are down a player here with 35 seconds left in the third quarter. It's 2-1 Belgium. 3 goals all scored in this third period.
So this will be interesting to see, because normally in a player down situation for a team, they're looking for possession, right? In a player up situation, you're looking for trying to get more attack because you're a player number advantage. But here, we're even keeled at field players, I think it would, oh my gosh, 9v9. So we'll see if both teams just continue to play how they would be, and or if they elect to just keep possession and let the time on the cards run out.
Well, that will do it through the third quarter here at the Nook complex as Herf and company will regroup to get ready for the fourth, but it's Belgium scoring 2 unanswered. It was Alyssa Parker who got on the board for Team USA to make it 1-0 with about 9 minutes left in the third. Sir Stevens and then Herners with the go-ahead goal. We'll go into the fourth quarter, and it's Belgium leading 2-1. In the third of this test series. Back after this.
Being different isn't tough. Being different makes you tough. And we're all different. So together on the field, we're unstoppable, unbreakable, bonded for life. We are a family, not teammates. Sharing our pain to make it half as painful. Sharing our victories to be twice the joy. From our home fields to the world stage, we are one. Together. USA Field Hockey. This is where we play.
Start of the fourth quarter from the Spooky Nook Sports Complex. It's Belgium leading 2-1 over Team USA with Allie McAvoy-Campbell and our entire crew. Dave Leto on hand. Thanks so much for joining us. Crowd getting into it here at the Nook Complex. It has been more than 6 years since the last time these two sides met at the 2012 London Olympic Games. Belgium won 2-1 in that 11th to 12th place game. They are back in it here at the home of USA Field Hockey. On the women's side, it's Team USA in blue, Belgium in red. Start of our fourth quarter with Team USA down a goal. It was Parker getting on the board in the third to make it 1-0 USA. Sir Stevens and Herners, the 2 unanswered for Belgium. See how Team USA responds. It's Young. There's the tackle there from Belgium. Running to the middle was Strike on that particular tackle. Red Panthers still in possession, going out wide to Herners, the goal scorer. Towards that baseline, it's Strike. Young was all over that, and a 16 coming out for USA. So, Allie, brings the question, what are you looking out for Team USA to get that equalizer?
I think they need to go back to the basics and just make sure that they're using their two-touch play that they were executing really well in the first and second quarters. I think now they got to really put themselves in a position to get up the field quickly, so allowing themselves to know where their exit is early, but also not allowing their defensive pressure to fall away. And I think we saw that in the third quarter. So I'm looking forward to seeing them get back on their front foot and get back on the scoreboard to even out the playing field.
So here's Hilleward for the side in for Belgium. Tactically, we've also seen a difference on the Belgium side. It seems like they're getting after it more in the press, whereas maybe they were sitting back a little bit more in half number one.
Yeah, I think USA dominated the play in the first half. I think that they were kind of the playmakers and they were the tempo setters, and I think Belgium just kind of hung back and just kind of wanted to feel out the play a little more, and I think maybe the tides have turned a little bit the second half, but I think that even with that play there, that's a turnover, and I think they're starting to get back into the rhythm of the first half with their defensive pressure and also their counter-attack ability. So looking forward to see how they're able to keep executing that here as they make a stop in the circle. And see, small unit play, just play to a blue player, right, Dave? That's all you got to do to work that ball up the field.
What did you make of the small unit play in quarter number 3? Because you said it was really smooth in the first half for Team USA.
Yeah, I thought it was a little, I just think it was a little less, just because I think Belgium had the possession of the ball a little more. So I think that they didn't have maybe on-time ball as much as they had in the first half. Good strength there by Anna Desoy, and well done to pass
Here's
a small
West.
unit play here to Taylor West. But I think they're going to get back into the rhythm of it, and I think they're going to realize that's what was working, and I think they are realizing that and rebuilding that.
A lot of space for Belgium to work. Keep in mind, both teams playing a player down due to the green cards here. So Stevens lost it in stride. It'll be a 16 coming out for Team USA. So the green cards are over. We play on here in the fourth. Here's Funk. Funk over the stick of Lucy Breen, but Breen has it along her baseline towards the corner flag. See Vandermeer and also Rymikers there for Belgium. Sharkey also helping out for Team USA. A lot of numbers up high here for the Americans, trying to create an intercept and an opportunity down a goal. There's Lauren Moyer.
Really good job there by the U.S. pressers to make sure they're not giving a foul up that deep into their attacking quarter, just because if you give a foul up there, you give the team about 10 yards more of an attack because they get to move the ball up the field. So well done there to keep that ball pressed in and having possession of the ball at that time. But, you know, the game keeps turning. Things are going to happen, and they did a really good job of possessing and controlling that play there.
What Team USA has to be aware of, even though it's the fourth, is those counterattacks by Belgium, what we saw throughout the first and second match of this three-match test series.
Yeah, they just have to make sure that they're still working in tandem together on defense, making sure that they're tackling back and not giving up on the play, which they never do, and that's what the USA is proud of. They never give up, and they never give up on the play, and they're always doing the gritty work early, and I think that that's just something they're going to have to pay special attention to, that they may have to bring another extra person even in to continue to control Belgium's fast counterattack.
There's another intercept by Lemouge there on Moyer. Here comes the backhand opportunity in for Belgium. Belgium's going to take the 3-1 advantage over Team USA. Looked like Peters got in there on the redirection for the Red Panthers.
And here's another look of it here. It's another well-executed backhand. A player getting in there and touching it right around Kelsey Bing.
Good play inside by Leclerc. Look at Peters getting a stick on that alley, right past Bing.
And it's a really good executed ball on Cage. She puts it flat so her partner there who's diving in feels safe at diving in. You know, you want to put that ball on the goal, on the floor, so that the attackers trust you and you get to redirect it and give yourself a goal, and that's what they did there. Well executed by Belgium.
Leclerc is also having a fantastic night for Belgium. She's wearing number 25 in red. She's played mostly in the middle of the pitch, but up there, getting that intercept and opportunity in for Peters. There were a few opportunities to redirect inside the cage in the first half for Ballongian for Belgium that didn't go home, but we've seen them execute perfectly in the second half. So let's see how Team USA executes here, now down 2 goals. Manley playing up high for Team USA. Sharkey and Funk also up top as well. Herf is up there. We'll stay with the Americans inside the attacking 25 with a self-start here. Towards the baseline, nobody home except for Herf for Team USA. And there's Bone tracking back to help out the Red Panthers' defensive effort. Ariel's knocked down, still in the possession of the Americans in blue. Here's Parker, the lone goal scorer. We'll find Umstead coming up high from her defensive spot. Umstead toward the baseline there, trying to play this cross on Lemouge. And nobody at the top of the area there for Team USA. Sharkey can't get this. Good run here by Nealon, streaking upfield. Past Parker. Nealon has Belongian on the right post. If she opts for her, goes left, played inside. It's in again for Belgium. It's 4-1.
So what's really dangerous about this play here is when you have that player dribbling in with body sway, with speed. She's allowing herself to put the defender in a really awkward position because the defender's trying to keep her in front, but she's also moving behind the ball, so the defender's having to watch 2 things instead of 1. And then she's able to deliver the ball for a one-time shot by Jill Boone, and she's able to execute it on goal again. So well done by Belgium on a really good counterattack with speed. Let's see how the U.S. responds from this.
Forehand by Bone makes it 4-1. Belongin was also at the doorstep of the cage for the Belgians.
Belgium's goal was scored by number 30.
That's 4 unanswered. Belongin is getting credited, we're being told, with the goal on the redirect. So it's a 3-goal advantage here for Team Belgium. Here's West. Was looking for Desoy there. The intercept by Lemouge.
And here you can hear Yannicka Schauman saying to her team, pass the ball, pass the ball. I think since they've gone down a few goals, I think they've gotten a little individual, and I think they need to continue to get the ball and give it, get the ball and give it. Keep knowing your exit and try not to make things too hard on yourselves. And I think right now they're doing a little too much, and they could just reel it back a little bit and just get the ball and give it.
Here's Lemouge inside the 50 now for Belgium. Back to Bouvier. Have you seen more space between the lines than we saw in half number 1? The game has opened up since Belgium has gotten a few goals on the board after the Parker tally.
I think so, yeah. I think there's a little bit of a bigger gap between the midfield and the defenders for the USA. I think because they're holding back a little bit to try to absorb some pressure from their really fast counterattack of the Belgians, and I think that's allowing actually the Belgians to gain speed because they're not having the immediate pressure that they had the first half. So I think, like we talked about before, it's a cat and mouse game, and I think they just need to throw something different into the vision of the Belgians just to make them think a little more without just running hard at the goal.
That's Hernandez, and a free hit from the 23-meter line off of Team USA. One of the goals tonight, one of the 4 to be exact for Belgium. It's a team that's definitely on the rise right now, ranked at number 13th in the world. Team USA at 12th in the world rankings.
It's interesting to me, Dave, all 3 goals, these past 3 goals have been scored from, if you're looking from the goal, so if you're looking as your Kelsey Bing, from her right-hand side. So I think it's interesting that Belgium may be having a little bit of a game plan there of maybe attacking towards that part of the circle, but it's interesting to see if USA is able to step up and block that part of the circle so that we can keep them outside the circle and away from where they want to shoot from.
That's a great observation by you, playing that left wing. We've seen Sir Stavens going to the left. Reinmacher's playing a little bit deeper as well, but Lemouge too. It's the same thing on the first goal on Tuesday night as well. An opportunity for Team USA towards the baseline, but Hanley was unable to handle that in a 16 coming out for Belgium. And all these coaches, both for Team USA, for Belgium, and around the world, that goes into the scouting, right? Especially in a test series like this, as you see Manley couldn't keep that in play.
Definitely. I mean, you scout out the teams, you want to find their strengths so that you're able to maybe play against them, and you also want to find their weaknesses and attack them. And I think maybe I shouldn't call it a weakness. Maybe I should call it more of a challenge, you know? You want to challenge yourself to attack where another team has challenges. And I think that's Belgium's doing a really good job of exploiting that.
Sir Stevens off the aerial there from Breen. Stay here with Belgium. Hernandez. A tackle there by Frody of Team USA. Duquesne sidestepped around Grega, and it was a good play there by Van Sickle for Team USA. He's going to give it to Funk. 1v1 there with Vandermeeren. Judith has it though. Amid Funk's progress, Moyer stepping up. And possession maintained by Bonn and Belgium, but called for the infraction. Back to Team USA.
A nice step up there by Poppy Van Sickle. Again, back to the first half, the defenders were stepping up and really making it hard for the Belgium attackers. And I think there, Poppy brought it back into play, and I think that her being a leader on the team, she's showing it too. And I think her showing her teammates, hey, I'm going to step up, come with me and step up. And I think she's doing that and she got a counterattack out of the play, Dave, and I think that we're going to keep seeing more of that develop.
It's Grega taking a spill there on Breen.
This turf is a little slippery out there, and you've seen a few players fall tonight, and you know, it's just part of the game. Sometimes some fields are going to be a little sticky, some are going to be a little slippery, some are going to be bouncy, and some are going to be, you know, anything. Just pick an adjective.
Yeah, Tuesday was icy. That's why they had to play 1 quarter of play outside, then move the game inside. They played the whole match on Monday indoors. Temperatures in the Lancaster, Pennsylvania area hovering around the 30s, but quite honestly, it feels closer to the 20s. Credit to all the staff out here getting this test series on. Meanwhile, here's Belgium with Breen. Out comes Bing.
And again, there's an attack by Belgium into the right hand, or they're attacking left hand side of the circle. So interesting to see that they're going to continue maybe with that method. And I mean, why wouldn't they, right?
And there's definitely been an overloading on that side by Belgium, because you look at their attack, they may have one player that's camping out along that back post. It would be Peters in particular that's on the pitch now.
Really good ball, long ball into Jill Funk from Ali Frody there.
Oh, it's Sharkey coming in.
Sorry about that. Allowed for a goal shot corner opportunity there, which I think it could have been a corner. But you know what? You beg to differ sometimes, and you don't always get what you want. And
it was Bouvier defensively for Belgium. The call there against Sharkey and Team USA. 4-1 match. We're in the third of a 3-match test series. Everybody's all right in the crowd as the ball flickered here inside the dome at Spooky Nook Sports Complex. Ellie McAvoy, Campbell, Dave Leno, our entire crew on hand. West will find Sharkey inside the 25. Sharkey now marked by 2. Trying to get it on her backhand side. Over to Desoy. Couldn't get all of that towards the back post. Funk was also there. Will come out for Belgium and Leclerc.
Good attack there by Kat Sharkey, attacking that back line and then just getting that ball in and through to Anna Desoy, who puts it towards Jill Funk, And I think she does a really good job, Jill, of getting down, and she's a strong attacker, and I think the defender did a good job of getting her stick in before Jill did. But well done to Team USA. That was a good attack, and let's see if they can build up again and get another one.
So Woods coming up higher along the right flank for Team USA in the situation. Leclerc. And here's the spacing that we were talking about, Allie, that opportunity in the transition game. Strike. That's good tracking back, though, by Ali Frody.
Yeah, great tackling there. She had to take on a one-on-one situation, which as a center back maybe you don't always want to do. But she accepted the challenge, and she did a great job. I think also talking about the stretching of lines, it allows for 2v1 situations. So it allows for Belgium's getting their girls up into their attacking end line, and that allows for our defenders to have to step to the ball rather than holding, because we want to get pressure, and then they're just dumping the ball in behind. So just thinking about how to manipulate space, players out there, United States, anywhere, just think about how you can manipulate space to get around the defender too, even when you don't have the ball.
Last 30 seconds of this 3-match test series. Kat Sharkey and Team USA down 4-1 to Belgium. This will close out the 2018 calendar year as far as matches go for Team USA. They'll continue training for the huge Hockey Pro League beginning in January. Then the Pan Am Games and Olympic qualification in 2019. This test series will win with Belgium taking 2 games to 1 over Team USA, winning tonight 4-1.
Yeah, and I mean, a great game first half, and I think Belgium worked some things out. And I mean, well done to Team USA. I think they played a really good series, and I think they learned a lot of valuable things that they can take with them in preparation for their 2019 campaign.
Yeah, what are you most looking forward to for Team USA's perspective come 2019 in the Hockey Pro League?
I think just their youth and their speed and their excitedness to play. And I think they're going to put a lot of teams under pressure with their fitness level and their ability to have skill on the ball all over the field. And I'm looking forward to how they're able to continue to grow, like I said, and just make a statement around the world.
To win this 3-match test series, it's Belgium taking matches 1 and 3. Team USA took Tuesday night's match 3-2, so Belgium will take the series 2-1, winning 4-1 tonight over Team USA. The goal scorers give credit to Alyssa Parker getting on the board for the United States. Then 4 unanswered, so Stevens, Hernandez, Peters, and Malongia. For Ellie McAvoy Campbell and our entire crew, this is Dave Leto saying thanks so much for joining us at the Nook Complex. Belgium winning the series 2-1 over USA tonight, up by 3 goals, 4-1 over the United States. Wishing everybody a great rest of your evening. Thanks so much for joining us all test series long, and we'll talk to you in 2019. A lot of excitement around the Hockey Pro League.
Being different isn't tough. Being different makes you tough. And we're all different. So together on the field, we're unstoppable, unbreakable, bonded for life. We are a family, not teammates. Sharing our pain to make it half as painful. Sharing our victories to be twice the joy. From our home fields to the world stage, we are one. Together. USA Field Hockey. This is where we play.